Hey Mega Moms, Jessica Hensley here with Real Estate Mega Moms, where we help moms create a life and a business that they love. And I am privileged to be joined by one of our coaching students, June. She is in Texas, and I really want you all to get to know her. She has just the sweetest heart, and I can already see such progress in her business. So we're going to go ahead and talk about June's background and what she's learned so far through the 6 foundations. Probably not. I know I didn't say your last name, so can you fully introduce yourself with your proper name?
Sure. Yeah. Hi, Jessica. I'm really honored to be here at this session. I'd like to share what I got and what I've experienced since I've been with Mega Mom Real Estate. So my full name is June Lu, and as you can tell, I'm Asian. I'm from a multicultural kind of background. I'm from my husband is actually American, so we're from a mixed family. Have 2 mixed kids. One is actually 2 daughters. One is 11 and one is 13. And just a little bit about my background. I graduated in China, and I went to the UK for a couple of years to get my master's degree, and I went back to China working in the hotel industry for a few years, and then I met my husband, so that's the reason I came to the US in 2008 to get married, and then I was in the whole career looking for different things to do. Eventually, I felt like, real estate is something that it doesn't really require a lot of a professional background to do, because in order to get another job, my hospitality background wouldn't help for professional in here. I could have done accounting or anything like that, maybe another degree, but it would really take me a long time, already married and I have kids, so busy. So I think real estate is a good path for me to start with. So I started my real estate business in 2016 when I was laid off. So that is the beginning of my real estate, journey.
That's so interesting. You've been coaching with us for about 6 months, and I didn't realize that background. So honestly, June, I think that having that hospitality background really sets you up for a lot of success and experience for real estate.
Yes, I think, real estate is a very, very interesting, industry, because I would say anything that related to your background, either you're from professional background, you're an accounting engineer. I think a lot of engineering in an industry, or you have a hospitality customer services, which really help, but it's actually overall like a round-up kind of business. You can use any kind of, skills, experience to apply to this industry. Of course, you have to learn more and then improve yourself along the way.
And what I love too, I've gotten to know you and your clients and some of the, different transactions that you've done just this year. And you actually work with a lot of people from China, right?
Yes. When I started my business, I started working in a team that, and then I have leads passing into me. So, which related to, because I am bilingual, this is really give me some kind of advantages to work with Asian clients. And that gave me a good step up to, now I'm serving more broader type of clients from different backgrounds too.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that you should use your skill set and whatever, we talk about your niche, that's going to be whatever background that God's blessed you with. And for you, that's your background of being from China and also being bilingual. And it's been interesting because you actually work with a lot of investors that are buying, and end up being really overworked. We've worked through that a little bit so you guys, June, she provides so much service. Something I've really admired about you is you put your heart and soul into everything you do, and you're going to go above and beyond for your clients. And, sometimes we talk a lot about boundaries within Mega Moms and the 6 Foundations program. So how has that journey been for you? Have you had any aha moments of like, maybe I should alter some of this?
Yes. After talking to you, I guess I shared recently, I have a few projects. I've been working with investors back in when I started real estate business. So, thankfully my clients, I have a pretty good clients, relationship. So when they sell, they always come to me, right? But to be thankful for my experience. Also, before I started my real estate license career, I started investment by myself. So I had already accumulated some knowledges and also resources to how to do flipping, how to do rental business, and all of that. The number and figure really helped me to help my investors, right? So, but at the end of the day, until today, I realized I probably, like what you said, I probably need to think about, give a second thought to put a hold onto, because I don't know how to say no. You know what I mean? Because when the clients ask me, can you do this? I don't have a boundary right there. So I think this is probably the biggest challenge I'm facing right now, but I'm not really regretting, because all the time that I spend or I've contributed to my clients, I'm pretty sure will come back to me either by referral, because I work so hard, and then also by learning experience is so valuable. You know what I mean? Because all of those projects give me so much more experience. And now when for example, I did a buyer contract yesterday, like probably about 2 weeks ago, and they come back to us, oh, we found out some more like foundation issues and they want more money. It's already past the option. But anyway, with my foundation knowledge and stuff, I was able to say, no, this is not gonna, because what they actually provide you for the foundation report and, whatever, it's an engineering report, I could say, use my knowledge and just say, this is not the standard, we need to look at more, and then respond to my clients and giving them valuable advice and to where to go and how to do it, and then negotiate, and this part of the thing, and I think it's all paid off.
Yes, absolutely. I know one thing that we were talking about is maybe even kind of branching out and having another section of your business, which I'm really excited about you doing, where it's almost more like project management. And hopefully that's coming soon, and have that kind of as a separate fee on top of the real estate. But then you're at least compensated for the extra work that, the average agent just isn't going to do. I mean, I feel like most agents don't have the time, or they're just also not willing, to do everything that you've done.
Yes.
So let's talk about, I don't know if we mentioned this, I apologize. Where are you located? What area do you serve?
Like DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth area is a huge area, but I'm mainly serving in Collin County. But also, I've been buying in Tarrant County and other counties, but very few. Majority of the area serving this, as you know, the biggest cities like Plano, Allen, McKinney. Right now, I live in Princeton. Princeton is growing too. Of course, this will be the area I serve as well. So Salina, Prosper, those are booming cities in this area.
Yeah, Dallas is just growing. What is the market right now in Dallas? Is it a seller's market, or is it starting to be a buyer's market?
I think in the hot areas, like I will call it like a first tier kind of cities, like Frisco is still hot. I would say Prosper, Salina Salina has a lot of new constructions, still hot. But the secondary tier, I would say even Plano, even, like East Plano or McKinney used to be really hot. I think they're in the transition time from the seller market to the buyer market.
And when you started in 2016, was your area, or was the real estate market in general, was it a buyer's market at that time, or was it a seller's market?
That time it was hot. It was pretty hot, back then, because I remember in 2016, since I served in since I started my real estate license, I've never seen a bad market. It's always always booming, always good, right? Never been a buyer market. But like right now, I think it's basically transition. It's actually since 2016 is going up like that, and now probably I felt like it's in the top. Yeah,
it hit the ceiling. Right. So now you're going to enter a market that you really haven't seen before. Do you feel more equipped and empowered to face those challenges with your clients and maybe have some? So I know we've talked about it a lot in our coaching of, well, here's how you handle an overpriced listing and that kind of thing. Do you feel confident walking into that market?
I think so, because if you're talking about I just come into the real estate industry, I'll be scared. I'll be like, what I'm going to do, especially, the settlement. I think probably a lot of realtors already quit their license, right? Because they're scared if they just come into the market. But I think because I've been in this industry for 10 years, almost 10 years, and I think I'm confident enough to handle the challenges and, whatever downturn. If the market changes, we just need to change our strategy.
Yeah. So you have an 11 and a 13-year-old, and that means they were pretty much toddlers when you got into the business.
Yes.
Yeah. How have you navigated that aspect of your life, being a mom and being in real estate?
You know what? I have to say that to start with the career, it's pretty tough because you don't have any kind of resources. All you have is time, but also, the kids actually occupy a lot of time, right? But my situation is at the beginning, you do really have to invest a lot of time. You have to exchange more time with less money. That's what I did. But at the beginning, the first year, I still remember my mom and dad, my parents were here. So they were taking care of my kids like nonstop. I don't have to worry about anything, right? I can be at my meeting like 6 o'clock, 6:45, we have my script meeting already. And it's running out and showing all day long, 7 days a week, all of that, But after that period, I think my kids I grow up and my parents get old, like I don't need them to be on my side anymore. But also I learned a lot and I don't have to spend that much time to exchange money anymore. So I feel like it's just a good transition for me. But at the beginning, I think you do need to invest a lot of time.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. Not everybody has the resources to pay for some of the shortcuts, if you will. And so it does take, and there are strategies that you can use. But how awesome was it that your mom and dad got to be there and help with the family? That is so cool. I love that.
They're contributing a lot in their life to me. I owe them a lot. Yeah. But that's not typical, but that's how my life ends up with. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. So, but today, some people think, oh, they get older and maybe require less time. But I don't know about you, but my experience has been, in some ways they're less maintenance, but in some ways they're higher maintenance because now
it's exactly true. But because I don't have help from my parents, I was closing one eye and opening one eye to say they require less time, but I could have invested more time. You know what I mean? But when I'm busy, I cannot. That's how it is. But I like to improve. That's why I joined like Mega Mom to I want to have some quality time with my kids because the more they grow, you really need to. The company time, right? Whatever, be on side of them and then be there for them is really important.
So what have you implemented so far or plan to implement so that you can protect that time with your kids and still have a successful real estate career?
I guess because I'm still in the transition, I just joined the program for 6 months, and I think this the valuable part of this program is my personality and my background. I don't really have a systematic way, so this is my biggest weakness, I would say. So the reason that I want to join this program, I want to basically improve my weakness so that I can be more systematic because I appreciate the system that you create. I love that word, but I just don't know how to create it or implement it, right? So, but if I have something already there created for me, I can implement it. I have a coach, a mentor to hold me hand by hand, so that I can, where I got stuck, I can ask questions and I can go back to track. I think to have a track in front of me is probably the best value that I can get from this program.
Yeah, absolutely. I love how you stated that because I feel like most agents, they want to do the right way. They want to create the systems, but it's like you're looking at this blank wall and you have no concept or no reference of how do I create it, So having other agents that have been there, and I will say I was there too. It took us a lot of trial and error and mentoring, coaching of to get where we're at. And so anything and everything, as anything and everything that works for us, we share with our students. So, sorry, were you going to say something?
Yeah. That's what I want to say. The trial and error, somebody already pay their price for trial and error. And then that's why we're now paying for this, but for much less price, right, for it. So it's much time efficient and then get us, good thing at the end of the day.
I love it. Well, June, what are your plans, as far as goals and transaction count for the rest of the year? Are you on track to meet your goals this year?
That's my bad thing too. I'm not really good at system and process, so I need to look at my numbers because I as I goes along very very busy. I don't really sit down and track my numbers. You know what I mean? So I need to. I know last week we talked about it. That's on my list. You know, I need to just. I think. Because my goal wasn't really clear before I joined the program, so I need to get that sorted out as well. You know what I mean? With the goal and with also track of record to put it together. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited about our next coaching call. So what she's talking about is once a week, the 6 Foundation students, we all meet. The students will submit their questions based on the course. So everyone has access to the course. It's kind of go at your own pace, and wherever you're at within the course, you come to our group call and you ask a question so that we're using our time directed to the one system. Everyone is speaking the same language. I feel like it just makes it a lot more focused and easier to follow. Versus, oh, let's try this and let's try this, like, you know, how it goes on masterminds. This is all speaking to one course. And so June's assignment this week was let's review your goal and how many appointments do you need to go on. That's kind of what we're getting at eventually is how many appointments do you have to go on every single week to reach your goal. Right. And my goal for every student is to at least make $100,000 a year. And honestly, June, your price point and you're closer to that $1 million mark a lot of times. So I'm so confident that you can be on track for that. So I really loved having you as part of this program, and you show up, you do the work, you ask questions, you're attentive, and you know you're doing all the right things. So you should give yourself credit for what you've done. So
Thank you so much. You know, it's an honor too for me to just get to know you and the other fellows in the same group. It's really good experience. Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, parting words here. How can our audience, how can they reach you if they want to send you a referral in the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
I can, my phone number, you know, always use my cell phone. My cell phone number is 972-679-5201. I'm available almost 24/7, you know, as a real estate agent. You can always call me. And also, if you want to reach out to me, I can pass by my email address as well. It's my full name, junelurealestate@gmail.com. It's very easy to remember.
Love it. And we will put that in the show notes as well. So she's very easy to find for you. And June, if someone's thinking about joining the 6 Foundation, maybe a struggling agent that needs systems, what would you tell them?
Oh yeah, I'd love to recommend this, you know, program to them. You know, it's been really beneficial for me so far. And then, you know, we look forward to, you know, reaching my goal at the end of the 12 months time.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for being on today. And I hope I get to see you in September, June. We will be in Dallas, in the Dallas area, September 19th through the 21st. Okay. And so moms that are listening, if you haven't grabbed your ticket yet, grab it. We only have, let's see, we're ending ticket sales August 15th, I believe, because we have that final count. So go ahead and grab that. We're going to put that in the show notes as well. We'll put the link to get your abundance ticket below. So yeah. All right. We'll see everyone next week.
Thank you. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Bye.